Welcome to Esther, Purim and the Hidden Fish. We're going to look at the mysterious connection between Queen Esther and her story about the fish and the ultimate redemption of mankind. My name's Enoch Lavender and I'm a pastor who's been specializing in the Jewish background of our faith, and today we're going to look at the story of Esther and also see how this relates to an unusual event in the New Testament and how that influences Christianity as well. The month of Adar is the time of Purim, the time when the story of Esther took place, and the time that is set apart for remembering and celebrating the victory that happened. The story of Esther is an amazing story, and in it, the name of God is not directly mentioned. Instead, he is hidden, and Esther herself is hidden. Her identity is hidden. But there comes a day and a time when Esther reveals her identity, when God's hand is revealed and redemption is released. And we're going to see how this relates to the month of Adar in which those events took place. Because the month of Adar is known by the symbol of the fish. And just like Purim, the fish hides. It's hidden in the sea. You can't see it, but it's literally there just below our eyes until it comes out of the surface, and then we can see the fish that are there. Ultimately, the month of Adar is a month of hidden redemption. It's also the time when the annual temple tax is due, and this is where we begin to draw a parallel between Purim and a key event in the story of Jesus. You see, there came a point in time when the Jews in Capernaum came to Peter and are asking about the temple tax. It was an annual tax, and they're asking Peter, does your teacher not pay the temple tax? And Peter says yes, he's going to pay the tax. And then Jesus instructs Peter how to get this coin that they're to use to pay the tax. Now, he could have gone anywhere. He could have found it under a bush. He could have found it hidden in a dark corner of a well. But Jesus specifically instructs him to go fishing. And there he finds a fish. He opens the mouth of the fish, and inside it is the temple tax. Now, the temple tax was paid to redeem each person who's paying the tax. So in other words, inside the hidden fish is hidden redemption, is hidden the salvation and the deliverance for, in this case, Peter and Jesus. So it's an interesting parallel between the story of Purim and the hidden redemption that is there, and this story of the temple tax hidden away inside a fish. And it tells us that God is in control, that he, although sometimes we can't see him at work, we know that he is organizing and working for our good, but also to bring about his purpose, which is salvation of mankind. Sometimes we can't see him, sometimes he eludes our eyes, but we need to trust that he is there and that redemption is going to be revealed. And ultimately, our prayer is that the redemption will be revealed to Israel, because Jesus is also hidden from the nation of Israel at this time as their Saviour. Now there's more of a link as we keep on going, because the early believers, they used the fish as a symbol of their faith. And so during times of persecution, they would use this sign to communicate between believers that we are also people of the faith. And the initials of the fish in Greek has been used to spell out the name Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Now, there is another possible meaning to this fish that ties it into Jewish background, because Jesus in many ways is compared to Joshua. Joshua and Jesus share very similar names in Hebrew, the same root, basically salvation. Joshua and Jesus both are the anointed followers of Moses, and they both are the ones who lead the people into the promised land. Moses couldn't do it, but the successor did. Now, Joshua was the son of Nun, and Nun in Hebrew means fish. So here again we have the link with a fish, linking in to Joshua, linking into salvation, linking into Jesus himself. It's interesting to note that according to Breslov Orthodox tradition, one of Messiah's names is fish. So we see a number of parallels here between the fish, between this hiddenness and the salvation that Jesus himself brings. It is hidden to many people, but in this time of Purim, my prayer is that it will be revealed to many, that people will see the saving hand of our God. Now, you could ask, is God's name in the book of Esther? It has been said it's not there at all, and yes, it's not spelled out directly, but I do have a video that looks into how God's name is actually encoded in key places in this video, in the book of Esther. So please check out this video if you'd like more about it. Now, if you've enjoyed this teaching, I'd encourage you to check out First Fruits of Zion. Toby Janicki from First Fruits of Zion wrote some articles that have inspired today's teaching, and you can find more under Torah portions at First Fruits of Zion. Please like, share, subscribe to us wherever you're watching this video. Please join our YouTube channel. There's a small membership fee that helps us produce more resources. Leave your comment on the video. It helps us, and we love to hear your feedback. And finally, visit our website at olivetreeministries.tv. God bless you. This is Enoch Lavender speaking from Olive Tree Ministries.